Yeah, someone has to call to order.
Yeah, I have to call a meeting to order.
Mhm.
Okay, meeting is now called to order. Kevin?
6:01.
6:01. All right, so,
I think on this committee maybe,
How does
the
that
one where
work?
they have
So-
one address for it.
See, I did this Tuesday night, I knew exactly what to do, but I was so
do I
freaked
just
out.
call someone's name and they say here?
Yes,
Yes,
thank you, that is
sounds good.
exactly what you do. Go ahead, do
Okay,
that.
Sarah Corbett,
Here,
Linda Gay,
Here.
Kevin,
Here.
full name.
Kevin Costa.
See how hard it
Is that my name?
I think last I checked.
That was a
I'm
KRC.
I'm here.
KRC.
C.
Exactly.
Alan Slavin,
Here, non-voting, FinCom rep.
and do I have to say my own name?
Yes,
And
Lori Benson is here.
And
Okay.
Derek Sullivan's not here.
correct.
Okay.
He was home early.
Okay, so the minutes of the January 20th meeting.
So there will be a discussion and possible votes on the minutes of the January 2025 meeting.
Okay.
So I said that because I do want to discuss them after we vote.
Motion to approve.
Second,
All in favor of approving the minutes from the January 20th, 2025 meeting?
Should ask if anybody has any questions on the minutes.
Well, so the discussion is before we approve them?
so
Or-
just a quick thing, has nothing to actually do with the minutes, but I just wanted, I sent you something this morning, and I don't know if you know, but I want to make everyone aware that I'm helping Linda do the minutes and the agenda. Let's start with the agenda first, because it's really hard to dot every I and
Yeah.
cross out every T to meet the open meeting law. So I'm modeling my approach with Linda, and probably the rest of you eventually, with how Holly Van Nest, who is the chair of the Board of Library Trustees, and I, who is the secretary, did our work. I created a shared Google Doc, and we both had input. And what I've done right now is create a template that then we can use over and over again to create the perfect example of the most perfect minutes and agendas in the whole entire world. Because I
Oh,
worked
great.
with this
Okay.
with Holly Van
This
Nest,
is
who
good.
is one of the most detail-oriented people I have ever met in my life in a very good way.
I hope other people are working on other committees like this also.
Oh, they will be on my team.
I've seen some and it's like horrendous.
Oh, yeah, they're not
Even
gonna be
before.
on my team.
Yeah.
It's like the Wild West.
But I
Yes.
will say, I prefer everything on one page. When I get through doing everything, one page. I don't want to get into this 1, 2 page, page 3, page 4, page 5 stuff.
And the way I agree 100%, and the way I made that work was to get rid of this pretty little thing.
Yes,
So that's up to you.
We don't need
so the
that
minutes,
on the minutes.
if you look at the minutes now, I moved it over. That way the
Mm.
name is in it.
Mm-hmm,
The name is on the committee,
mm-hmm.
on the committee.
Okay, right off the bat.
I can make it smaller.
Last item on the front page, can't do,
What?
cannot do that. It's new business and it go,
Okay, that's exactly the kind of advice I need. Judy's on this as well,
she's crazy.
and she's gonna tell me what does work and what doesn't work, so yeah, we won't do that.
Because new business we don't even know about, so
Yeah.
we can't put down what it is.
Yeah.
Number two, current financial status committee, that's committee annual budget. We don't have an annual budget. We are allowed $45,000 from parking and hotel motel.
Uh-huh.
It comes from the state, the money's come in, those two things, and then basically the town accountant will transfer money to us during the year to total $45,000.
Oh, thank you, I did not know
That's
that.
number one.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Mm-hmm.
Each entity that sent each invoice in the amount, we don't get any invoices ahead of time. The invoice, they get an application. When they actually pay the money out, and they give us the invoice, which we give to the town
Okay,
accountant.
so I was going off this agenda, and it said invoices for payment.
Those, yes,
If they come up for the evening.
if they actually send us an invoice.
I understand, but then if it's gonna be on the agenda, it
We-
needs to be listed.
We are not gonna know most likely what the invoice is or anything until probably the day or so of the meeting.
Okay.
Like, I got one tonight.
Yeah,
See, that's the thing, and if you wait, if I take tonight and wait till the next meeting,
yeah.
which that is the end of April, then it gets turned into, they may not get me money till June or July.
Yeah.
3 months.
This way, I mean, it's just the way they come in.
I know, and this is a good argument that we should probably have another day, but I wanna have it. But the push me pull you here is it's money. The citizens of our town need to know what kind of money is being handled by this committee.
$45,000.
Well-
I understand, but it can't just stop there, Alan. It can't.
Wait a minute,
I disagree with
wait. By the time it comes to the invoice,
Mhm.
the net, what they're getting is already here. It's already been discussed. When this shows up here, it's just a matter of, okay, did they follow all the thing, and then
Yeah,
it's.
So maybe it's one of these things can trans over from minutes to, because that's the other trick, is to just copy the agenda and have that be your guide for the minutes. And we can sit down together, you and I,
Yeah.
just one-on-one and have a conversation, because I know we're all trying to think fast here.
I don't think you
So-
can do it, just say.
And I just appreciate Alan's remarkably positive comments from the peanut gallery. So I think that we
I
can,
take objection to that.
I'm sorry.
I am a finance committee member, advisory, non-voting, it's not the peanut gallery.
Yeah, I do
Please be
appreciate
careful
that.
what you say.
But excuse me, I don't like being interrupted neither.
Well, I don't like you sitting there and making that comment.
Okay,
It's on
I'm
record.
sorry that I felt, hurt your
I consider
feelings.
that harassment.
I do not appreciate your attitude, speaking when I'm trying to speak, Alan.
I would appreciate you going in and looking at the charter and looking what this committee was set up to do, what the rules and regulations are. We are a state-approved group having state funds at $45,000 a year by town meeting. We make the decisions, we don't know who's coming in, what they're gonna ask for. They can send us a dollar amount, we may not agree with it, because it doesn't comply with what we need. Please spend some time looking at this committee.
Thank you. I still do not appreciate being
Me neither,
interrupted.
we're both not on the same page right now.
I agree with you. So, all that being said, we're in the middle of a meeting, and you and I obviously need to get together,
Okay.
okay? Because I need to understand better what you guys do. Absolutely. Okay.
So can I ask a question? What are we doing here?
Well, you were here last month. No, yeah, you were.
I was here. I'm just wondering, well, you're the chairperson, right?
Yes, it's supposed to go through the chair.
Yeah, but this is something kind of different than what I handle as chair. This is gonna be the official, like, kind of format of the agenda and the minutes of the meeting. We have to now comply
Okay.
to a format that
Okay.
Sarah has been working on.
Yeah.
Just, if I can speak, what's happened is, we've had complaints from a particular person in town about open meeting violations, et cetera, for a long time.
Okay.
There is no standard of everybody. Supposedly, our chair of the Board of Selectmen has decided whose forums are okay and who's not, and they sent out their representative. In this particular case, we have a voting member from the Board of Selectmen. We don't have a liaison person, actual person votes.
Right.
So we're dealing with something that's come down from the chair of the select board
Understood.
to make sure that we don't violate open meeting law.
Yeah.
The problem is this particular committee, the way it's set up, doesn't follow exactly the same rules of how it works. Because the monies don't come,
Hasn't followed the
has
same.
followed for 15 years or more.
And now we're,
They're asking us to follow a
They're
form
asking
that
us to
somebody else
follow.
wants, that may not
Okay.
be possible.
it would have
That's
been
all.
nice if I had known what we were discussing.
That's exactly what
Guys
it
are
is.
just going.
I know.
That's
So
right.
I snuck it in under the minutes discussion, because I did want to talk about it tonight, but it was probably too soon, too fast, so
Oh,
anyways, I
on the minutes, okay,
apologize.
so that's what we're
Yeah,
discussing.
so.
So on the minutes, I have
Mhm.
I'm not, Kevin Costa will be taking down CEC webpage. I will not be taking down the CEC webpage.
Oh, I wasn't
Facebook
sure.
page.
The webpage is on the town site.
Mhm.
I was talking about the Facebook page, yes.
Oh.
Now, there's something I would like, point of order, the chairperson to look into probably is, are we even allowed to have a Facebook page? A lot of,
Town committees are not allowed to?
I didn't think so.
Town administrators never allow that.
So that's coming down.
Oh,
Mhm.
Today.
Okay. Phew. Yeah,
Good.
cool.
I'm taking that off.
Okay.
I didn't think we were
Okay.
supposed to.
oh,
So what do you want me to change this to say?
You don't have to change anything, I'm just taking the Facebook page down.
Oh, okay.
And if you just leave that out, nobody knows it was there, nobody knows it's gone. It's not a big,
Want me to cross it off?
although now I'm like,
You want me to scratch that off as a change?
Or just change it to Facebook page.
Facebook page.
taking
Okay.
down
And then we
CC
can
Facebook.
eventually
Yeah.
accept the minutes as
Or
amended.
correction?
Amended.
amended.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay,
Okay,
Question.
oh, you have a question for me?
Yeah,
Yes.
the man Underhill is putting a new website on the town. They basically bought a new program, they're putting it in Excel.
Oh, okay.
So if Kevin is gonna be the lead person for that, he needs to get with Matt to see what we have to change or not change,
Lead
or how we
person
make
for what?
additions or deletions. Town has a new website. So we don't know how we get in, what we do yet, or anything. We're gonna have to find that out.
Do you
He's
wanna,
gonna
do you
find
wanna
out.
be the point person to talk to Matt Underhill? He's the town web guy.
IT.
He's the IT guy, so I already asked him to put like Sarah as a member of the committee instead of Jared.
Yep.
But would you like to work with him to make sure that everything we have on there now gets transferred to the new website? We don't have that much, it's just, you know, we have like
Everything that's on the
about the
website is just,
CEC and,
well, this is a discussion I
But
could
you-
have with Matt, but
will he be the point person on that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what would be involved with that. Before I say,
Just talk to him
yeah,
and make
I'll
sure that everything gets transferred to the new website that we have now,
What's
basically. You've been to the
transferred from the
CEC You've been to the CEC page on the Wareham town website, right?
and make sure, I don't do anything with that
That information
page.
gets, well, you don't have to do anything, you just look at it to see.
No. The-
Nobody does anything but Matt with that page.
So he doesn't need me.
If you-
Really, all you have to do is
Well,
like
this
look
is a
at the,
bigger
look at
project
the
than
new
it sounds
one.
like. It is, it's a bigger project than it might
Yeah, you
sound.
just have to look at it, make sure it's
Why?
okay, and if
Why
it's
is it a
not, go to
bigger
Matt.
project? You just
Well,
have to
in my
transfer what's
ears-
on there to to the new website.
But-
Why is it?
Because you have to do an audit of this website, and then when you go to the new website, you have to do an audit of that website, and you have to be utterly certain what was on this website to make sure that this website is perfect.
Yeah, I'll let Matt
It
do
sounds like
that.
a big job to me, that's
Yeah,
all
I
I'm
don't
saying.
want anything to do with that.
I believe.
No, thanks.
I believe the committee's responsible to do that, just so you know.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah,
The committees
We'll
are
talk about it later.
responsible
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
probably
to
do it.
look
I can
at
do it.
the what?
and maintain their webpage to make sure it's correct.
Ah.
So my reason for the saying this is someone has to be a point person to talk to Matt as to how we make changes or whether it goes to him. And we give him the things that have to be changed and he does it. It's not like it was before.
Yeah.
So it changes, does that include like
Could we say, well, it's
application
simple.
date that the application
Mhm.
has to be in?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
membership,
Changes
All
to the
these things.
membership,
He might even prefer it to be in a spreadsheet. I mean, I do have experience in this field, that's kind of what I used to do when I worked.
yeah, no, I wouldn't be interested in doing
Yeah.
that.
I
And
can't-
Lori, I can help you.
Okay,
I don't have a problem with that at all.
Who's gonna do it?
I'll do it.
You're gonna do it? Okay.
Okay, but wait a minute, we are getting way out
Yes.
of order here. We
Right.
had these.
We're still in the
We had
minutes.
these minutes,
Mhm.
so what are we doing now? Discussing the minutes still?
Yes,
We haven't.
we're still
we
under
haven't
discussion and
approved them
possible
yet.
vote, correct. And I do have
Okay.
one change to make to the
Okay.
minutes.
So we're still discussing the minutes.
Yes, my name was misspelled. So it's ITT, not, yeah,
Well, ITT.
yeah.
And you were a guest actually?
At that point, yes.
At that point?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
So, okay.
Oh, it's everything, everywhere else are gonna change.
Oh,
That's what
ITT?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that's how I
My
have it.
question is for the minutes from the previous one, was Sarah listed, or was Jared listed as the POS rep?
Say that again, do what?
Who was listed for the minutes previous month,
Before January 20 for the December?
Oh,
Really?
February,
February.
whatever the last, January 20th, it was on,
Yeah, that's the one we're talking
should be Jared. I
Yeah, it
assume.
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, up to date.
Yeah, but he's not listed in the January 20th minutes, is he? Or is he listed absent?
Yeah, he isn't listed and you have to be listed
He
absent.
should be listed as absent.
Yes.
He was.
Who, me?
No,
Jared.
Jared
Oh,
Chadwick.
Jared.
Jared, yeah.
And the spaces
I
the
don't know
last
if I
week.
was
they
here in
got-
January either.
I think you were away.
I don't know.
I think you were getting a
So
17th
did Linda
somewhere.
put these together based on those changes that we were emailing around, or no?
We didn't get into
This
the,
was
we didn't
before
get into
that.
the nitty gritty of this.
Okay,
No,
okay,
no, I wanted to discuss that first.
okay.
Okay.
And this here, I had already sent this out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So we had a motion and a second is anybody, are we all finished discussing?
I don't have anything else to say.
Yeah, so we can take a vote.
Any other discussion? No? Okay.
No, I went through.
All right, so how am I supposed to ask for a vote to accept the minutes?
As amended.
There you
As
go.
amended?
First, as amended first.
There we go.
Wait, we already voted, sorry, I'm
So
trying to
you-
keep track myself. So we voted, we have a discussion and possible vote, so somebody voted and somebody seconded, and I jumped in with a very wide-ranging, possibly confusing discussion. And now we've gone over the minutes and we have all of our changes.
Who voted to, I voted to approve. I rescind my vote to approve.
Okay, thank you.
Who seconded it?
I second.
You need to do the same, you need to rescind your second.
I'm sorry?
Rescind your second.
I rescind my second.
Thank you.
Perfect. Now, what?
Motion to approve the amended minutes.
So moved.
So moved?
You have to have a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, it's hard, this is really confusing. Aye. So now we finally accepted the minutes of the January 20th, 25 meeting.
Does Linda have to write they were edited or anything, or
As amended,
as amended?
covers that.
Is
Okay.
that in there? Okay.
Yes.
All right, the second one, motion to approve the amended minutes. Who made the motion?
Alan.
And who I don't have to have who seconded. I just have
No,
to-
you actually don't, you just have the fact that it was seconded.
I just have to write second.
Yeah.
Remember, I can't vote.
Pardon?
I can't vote.
But you can
Oh,
move.
that's right, you can.
Can you
make
move?
motions, but you
Okay.
can't vote.
No.
I don't vote.
So, who's gonna make the motion?
It's
It's-
done
we're all done.
already.
But what was the?
Alan made the
I
motion,
can make a motion, I just can't
and
vote.
Kevin
Oh,
seconded
that's what
it.
you said.
It
Okay,
was
you
seconded.
can make motions, but you can't
And
vote.
then everybody that voted, and it was unanimous.
Kevin Costa seconded.
We don't have to write, we don't have to write a name for second now.
Oh.
I just take a second, I just have to write second.
Yeah.
You could be third.
So it's, blah, blah, blah. So
Excuse
it's,
me, it's wrong on here too.
so it's 400, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
right.
But, Alan, weigh in on here. I believe everybody who voted has to be named in the vote, right? No? All right, tell Judy.
Only has to be if we're doing a hybrid meeting. Then everybody has to be roll called. If
Okay.
it's not a hybrid meeting, you could have,
Just flat vote.
because we're all on camera, see us and hear us.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Hybrid meetings have a little different rule.
okay.
I have to give Judy a
Okay.
one-on-one class.
You should do it.
Okay, so can we still move on to current financial status then?
Yes, that would be
Yes.
Linda.
Okay, we're gonna discuss this ledger that you handed out, Linda, the current financial status.
Yes.
Balance right now is the 122.
Okay.
Okay,
When you get this other chart, you'll see what's been paid and what's pending. I have another chart here.
Yep.
You don't have to go over all this here. Okay, what's next?
well, on the agenda, it says invoices for payment. Have we received invoices that we
Yeah.
need to?
This one here is Christmas in the Parks. That's their last event. So,
So now, according to this new agenda outline, we have to list each one of these and how much we're paying?
oh,
How much we
Well, that's what it says on this
or you
one.
could do it on the minutes, but as far as,
Yeah.
Oh, this is the minutes? No, this is the agenda.
okay,
This is the agenda. that
Yeah,
we
well,
have to
that's my
outline for.
model agenda that
Yeah.
has flaws.
I get invoices, I got one tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It throws it up months in advance. I think we're just gonna have to take these invoices as they come.
Yeah.
Okay,
They can be done, the agenda can be over and done with, and I can get invoices. You're gonna wait 60 days?
Mm-hmm.
This is an invoice here, they're giving us paid invoices, right?
No, has to be paid.
You didn't hear me. These are invoices that the organization has paid and is submitting to us for payment.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
these are ones that we would vote on to go ahead and figure out how much we're gonna pay, and what they submitted, and then vote out.
yes.
And that can go into the minutes, obviously.
That, I didn't get to write it. The total of that package is $1,526.98.
Is there any item that's questionable?
That, I didn't see anything, look at it over.
Okay.
Linda, I'm sorry, could you tell me what the total is again
Okay,
of this package?
this here is Christmas in the Park. It's their last
Wait, I have the
event.
wrong- Okay.
Oh, okay.
This is their last
Wait,
event.
Okay.
Oh, was there a paperclip on that one?
Well, I'm just, wait, I don't know
There's,
which one,
this
there's
is a
like,
paperclip.
Oh, I see,
Who
it's
are
all
these?
together.
It's
There's
Onset Bay Association.
1, 2, 3. There are three pieces, three sections of the package.
All
free
from
for
Onset
the
Bay
OBA,
Association,
okay,
right?
okay, it's
Pardon?
all
All from
OBA.
Onset Bay Association
Oh, yeah.
for Christmas in the
Yeah.
Park. Got it.
Okay, so I'm sorry, so what's the total of these then? You added it up.
$1,526.98.
Okay,
Question. On the invoices we have here, we have an invoice for Wareham Week, which is a membership allowance for show ads and different things. So is this $500 covering all the different events for the Pennsylvania Association? Not just this one thing?
Yes,
So it's all of them.
it's a nonprofit
Yeah,
membership.
so I'm gonna get paid in half, basically. If CAT has, say, 7 events during the year, it should be divided by 7.
when we come to this figure, I'll show you in a second, where this all comes up,
I'm just saying, I got a bill in for 500.
right?
Is that 500, 100?
No, that 500 is for this coming year. This here is for,
Mhm.
wait a minute, what are you talking about?
In this here.
Oh, you wanna know this 500 is part of the Christmas thing?
Yeah.
No.
It's listed here, that's why I'm asking.
It's a separate invoice.
But it's not part of the $900 that you totaled here.
No.
That's all it is.
Oh, okay, that's what the $1,526.98 comes from. All three of these pages come to this
Yeah,
amount.
and I just added up 1526.
So I'm just saying, we have an invoice here for 500 with no note, that we're not paying it.
And it
It's
says
part of Christmas
online
in the Park.
affiliate membership, nonprofit for 1 year, January 23,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
2025 to January 22.
You know what it is? She included this here
I know.
because it came in,
It should be recognized as part of the overall for the year for the Buzzards Bay, excuse me, for the Onset Bay Association. It should not be included in the Christmas in the Park, that's all.
when I say Christmas in the Park, it was the last event. I shouldn't say this is all Christmas in the Park.
You could just submit it as a, sorry, Linda, you could just submit it as a single item, which we would approve.
See the top figure up here?
I'm just, because they're making us put all these numbers down everywhere, and because we're using state funds, we have to be accurate.
All right.
I'm not disagreeing, I'm just saying,
Okay, so one of these, the Vista print, is for Christmas in the Park for banners, it says, $134.92. Vinyl banners, 2 vinyl banners for Christmas in the Parks. So that would be on that list, that would be with Christmas in the Parks.
Yeah,
But then there's a South Coast Almanac membership and a Wareham Week membership. So those are 2 general things. They don't relate to Christmas in the Parks. Those are just 2 general things that we gave the OBA. Don't we have a category that says in there a general OBA
yeah,
category?
you always have.
That's where these would go.
yeah.
And then this only one goes in Christmas in the Parks.
Okay, give it
Right?
back to me.
Why?
You want to still do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's
Well,
just that
okay.
they're not all for the same, they're not all for Christmas in the Parks, but
Oh,
they're all
okay.
OBAs,
All right.
so, yeah.
Mhm. All right.
So we just, as long as we approve that they fit in with what we're supposed to be paying the OBA for, right,
Right.
then,
Yes.
good. Yes,
So,
Sarah?
for my own edification, then in the minutes, do we need to make sure we delineate?
Yes.
That's what it looks
We
like.
have to,
Okay.
we have to vote on two
We have
items.
to
One
say-
is Christmas in the Park actual expense we approve, and the second one is for advertising, which is what this is for.
Right, for Wareham Week and South Coast Almanac,
Exactly,
yeah.
then we're
Okay.
clean.
To advertise. Yeah, that's the categories like advertising, general events or something like that
Right.
on the sheet, yeah.
I don't have that.
I'll give it to you in a second.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, so these are fine, Linda.
All
They
right.
just need to be broken out.
Mm-hmm.
So someone needs to make a motion to approve as listed that way. I'll stay out of this one.
So I'm not gonna, maybe I will. So I make a motion to approve the invoices submitted by the Onset Bay Association as amended.
For $900,
Just to list them all, each one?
no, just $900. And then also that we're going to be paying whatever the dollar amounts are for those two advertising things, $500 for, it's two separate.
The
make it
two
separate
advertising
motions.
ones are 900 and 500, and the Christmas in the Parks is 134.92.
Yeah.
Okay, good, you make that motion.
But so what I'm asking is, do I have to list the amounts and what they're for?
In the motion?
it's not 134.92.
That's Christmas in the Parks.
No, it's 126.98.
Why, did they include tax? It says at the top, 134.92.
Turn the page.
It's 126.98.
Yeah.
So.
I didn't write that 134, they
Yeah,
did,
I did. I just took the
Oh,
tax
okay,
out.
so
Oh.
We
126.
don't pay
because we don't pay tax.
They should be paying
That was
tax
with
either.
tax, okay.
They're not
Right,
profit.
No, they shouldn't be, right.
Yeah.
We screwed up.
See, the 121.96.
That must have a number, right?
Of course they do.
Okay. Okay, so now I have to make the motion to approve the invoices for the OBA, and I have to list what they're for and the amounts,
Just a total of,
just the total amount?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Would
I
that
make
be-
the motion that we approve the OBA invoices for a total of $1526.98,
I second.
okay?
No.
And then what, then, do I have to say something different?
Yeah, you have to say for Christmas in the Park, the dollar amount, and then for advertising, the $900. It's two separate things we're paying
Three,
for.
there's,
You
no,
just, you
advertising
just told her you
is
could do the whole thing
900
together.
I
and the
didn't say
5.
that.
Oh, well, somebody did.
I thought that's what you said. You
Yeah.
said, didn't you say that?
That's what I thought I heard.
Yeah, you can
No.
just do the whole thing, the total.
you said do the
Exactly
whole
what you
thing
told
together.
me.
No, I didn't say
And now
together.
you're saying I have to break them out.
Yes, because it's two separate things.
It's
If
three
they-
separate things. Oh, no, I see what you're saying. We can say advertising is a total of
Yes.
900 and 500,
If
it's
they want us to list
1,400.
exactly where the money is going, how it is,
Okay.
you need to specify what it is.
Okay.
Because in theory, we would have already got this beforehand, and we would discuss what they applied for. So it's already listed what they've applied for.
Right.
And this is just telling people what we actually processed through.
I get it.
Right, what we actually are gonna pay.
It's two steps,
Okay.
actually three.
So, should I just start over with this motion?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
Excuse me.
Okay, I make the motion to approve the OBA invoices in the amount of $1,400 for advertising and $126.92 for Christmas in the Parks. How's that?
I think there's one more, right, Alan?
126.98.
You said 3.
Well, there's
There's
3, but
two
2 are
advertising,
advertising, so I added them together.
In total together.
1,400. Okay, and then Kevin, you seconded that? Do you still second that?
I will.
Okay. Okay, so then we can vote. All in favor of approving the OBA invoices, say aye.
I.
Aye. All opposed? All abstain? Okay, the motion passes.
Just for
Anonymous.
reference, if we have someone that basically votes no, then you have to list that person that says no.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great, so those are, do we have any other invoices, Linda? or just these?
Oh, yeah, I got another one. Do I really wanna do it?
Do you want me to look at it?
No. All right, this is the Cape Verdean one.
Okay. This is last year's? Or this year's?
Last year's, because these are invoices they paid.
Wow.
Okay. that is
They're
all.
late, some of it because I didn't trust Kevin, and second, when his brothers died, I didn't do anything, I left him
So-
alone.
Question, Kevin, who?
Roger?
Kevin Roderick's brother,
Roderick.
Yes.
died last month, so I left
Oh,
him.
that's really sad, but this is from the Cape Verdean
Yeah,
Festival?
Mike Roderick runs it, but when I needed all the information and everything, and when his brother died, I just brushed it aside.
Yeah, but sorry, I am a newbie, just double checking, this is for the Cape Verdean Festival.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, from
It's for
August.
$4,995.22.
Looks like it's all advertising. Famous posters, et cetera.
What was the number?
Wait, 4,495?
$4,995.22.
995.
995.22.
That's all advertising?
Advertising, flyers, envelopes,
Cover book.
postage,
Okay.
um,
Advertising.
signs, banners.
Graphics are part of advertising.
Pardon?
Graphics, the handout book, that's all part of advertising.
So Oak Grove Cape Verdean Cultural Center?
Yeah.
Okay.
So put it
Do we
on.
pay shipping?
Oh, they put it on?
Yes,
Oh, I did not know that, okay.
they're the ones that we made arrangements to get the Oak Grove School to them also.
Okay.
Typically 8 kids for that one.
Do we pay shipping?
No,
No.
Well,
Yeah.
one of them included shipping, did you take that out?
There's $100 shipping now on the
no,
Janner
that's not
graphics.
shipping note, that's,
It says shipping. Because without the shipping, it's only 338,678.
what was the, oh, you know what I thought it was? Oh, yeah, it is. I thought it was something else.
Is this the one that said invoice 15549, is that what we're looking at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we pay shipping.
We do?
Yeah, I was looking at the tax line. We pay shipping, you'll notice on all the invoices, we
Oh,
pay
okay.
shipping.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Okay.
I'm like, wait a minute, I knew I didn't
Must
read
have
that
been.
wrong.
Okay. Need a motion to approve.
Virginia Lopes, wait, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to understand. Okay, so everybody thinks it's okay?
Yep.
I won't pull
Yes.
things up,
We
okay,
have prior history that way.
okay.
Okay, so then I can make a motion to approve invoices for the Cape Verdean Festival for advertising in the amount of $4,995.22. Do I have a second on the motion? Anybody want to second it?
I'll second.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yep.
Okay, all in favor of approving the Cape Verdean invoices, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Motion passes anonymously. Not anonymously. Not anonymously.
I love that.
What is it?
Unanimously.
Unanimously. I knew it was something like that. I just had the letters tweaked a bit.
I'm serious, I had to sit in for Jared as clerk at our last select board meeting. I had prepared all day, literally, all day. And when it first started, I did not remember my own name. It was just really, after a while I settled into it, but it was nuts, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
I stood up at a town hall meeting once when something passed a long time ago, and I said, "It's anonymous." It's like, and everyone's like looking at me.
Anonymous.
So I had this thing, this block with that word, I guess.
You're gonna control yourself
Okay.
these days, Danny Lawrence.
Yeah, right.
I need a signature on that one.
I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, I'm curious.
What's happening Wednesday? I'm going to Danny Word's for dinner on Wednesday.
She is
Oh, I'm
too,
going
my
there for
girlfriend.
lunch.
Oh, we're going for dinner, okay.
Yeah, so I wanna see how everything is there.
Yeah,
There's been a lot of internal change, we'll see what happens.
yeah.
Yeah. Does he have a chef?
Marcus Gomes is also working, I think, at night chef, I'm not sure who the head chef is, because Jack Texera went back to Nevada.
Oh, so that was Marcin Fernandez's cousin?
Something like that.
Okay, so he went back to Nevada.
Not him.
Oh,
Oh, Texera you're talking about?
I think so.
Yeah. I think
Marcin
yes.
Fernandez's cousin.
Yes,
That's,
that one.
okay.
Not Gold's.
Thank you, Linda.
Okay.
Okay, do we have any more invoices?
No, that's it,
That's it?
thank God.
Okay, thank you, Linda.
Wasn't that fun?
Pardon?
Yeah. So now we're talking about, are we gonna talk about any applications tonight? Okay.
Good.
So this is
We have more than 45,000 in our bank. So if this committee wants, they can exceed that number. But basically, that's usually the cutoff point for new for the coming year, unless there's something special that comes up, like a special event or whatever.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Right now, there's about 42,000. There's still more coming in,
Yeah,
Wow.
but,
a
So
lot.
if we, as an example, if we get requests for 60,000, and we have 45 as our yearly thing, you take the 45 divided by 60 for a percentage, and everybody who would apply to us would get that percentage what they. That's how we've done it always, but we do have, I think for the Veterans Day Parade, we put them in as a special, what else did we do? Well, we paid for electronic voting one time. Of course, they
When
worked
are we
out
gonna
well,
do it
but
again?
nobody wants to continue it.
when we're gonna do it again?
I can't do anything because it's up to the clerk to appoint it.
Mm.
She didn't put it in the budget before, you know, and it's really disappointing because we spent a lot of time working on it. Make life a lot easier. People can vote, nobody will help them know how they vote.
Yeah.
And that's a big part of it.
Took practically an hour off the meeting by having
Oh,
it.
yeah, easy, but
Yeah.
the biggest
Yeah.
part, the reason why we try to do it was that a lot of people, especially business people, are intimidated
Mm-hmm.
at town meeting to vote because people see how they vote.
Yeah.
I know that, I think it was Ellis, she voted on something some years ago, and she lost a bunch of business for a while.
Yeah, I believe it.
That's a lousy deal.
Cape Verdean's request,
What did the Ys mean in the column?
oh, what are the Ys?
Yeah.
Meaning that they're gonna apply.
Mm.
Oh, they're gonna apply? Okay,
Yeah, that was sort of my,
like yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Wow, it's good that they already submitted this. Okay, so what should we do here? Talk about each one?
Yeah,
And they're
Okay.
looking for 5,290.
So are we talking about Cape Verdean Festival first?
Mm-hmm.
Where is that?
yep.
Did you get one, Sarah?
Yeah, I did, down at the bottom, okay. Oh, is that?
That just
I have
came in.
that. I have that.
You have that?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, so, festival.
So we'll make a motion to basically approve the request, but not the actual funding. Till we see where we're at.
So we have to write that in there, Linda, 5,290 on the sheet.
Is what they've submitted for the
Oh, I
request.
didn't write it on
It's a
everybody's sheet.
request,
Not,
yeah.
not funding, just the
Great.
request.
Okay.
That's the magic.
Okay,
word.
so you make the motion to approve the request contingent on whether or not we have funding?
Yeah,
So all of them are really gonna be like that,
has to be, because we can't
Right.
guarantee the number.
right?
And if you do the way Judy does it, you always make all the motions, you always make all the seconds, and we move on. It's like, that's a really quick, sort of templated way of
Mhm.
making sure everything's accurate, but that we're not here all night.
Okay,
I appreciate that about Judy.
okay. Okay, so I make a motion that we approve the request from the Cape Verdean Festival in the amount of 5,290
Right.
contingent on funding,
Mhm.
And second by.
Available funding.
available funding.
As time goes on, you will see, all right, we give them 5,290, don't give it to them, they say they're gonna spend that much.
Mhm.
Lots of times they don't come near it.
Mhm.
Sometimes they never submit anything.
We only had one last year that came over, but
We
that,
have had that issue.
I
You
second.
can second, okay,
Yeah.
Kevin seconds. Okay, all in favor of approving the Cape Verdean request, say aye.
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 Those opposed? Abstain? Okay, it passes unanimously. Got it, I got it. It's unanimous, okay, that's good.
And what Lori does, is she has to put together a letter and notify them, but I also get a copy, and those copies have to accompany the payment. Then the accounting knows how much they're allowed to have.
Okay.
So,
This here is the Wareham Land Trust.
Okay, you have this on here already.
It's inside
Whoops,
that amount, that 1935, but it was
52.
buried.
You have 55.90 here. It's
10:35.
52.90.
Yeah, I was gonna say lands trust.
Civican Lands Trust.
Right.
It took me a long time to realize that, I was just gonna say Civican Land Trust.
Oh,
You have
I just realized, like,
55.90
this year
on
it's
this.
Lands Trust.
no, it's
That was
not.
last
We're
year.
in
You're
land
gonna write.
trust,
Yeah,
not
land,
lands plural.
no, but
Oh,
Civic
sorry.
is plural.
Sorry.
Okay,
That's
It's
okay.
like-
got it.
It's a little confusing.
So can someone walk me as the newbie through what I'm looking at here?
Okay, go down to see Plymouth, the next, there,
Destination Plymouth?
yes.
Plymouth.
I mean, the word that's been popping up, and we finally straightened it out, is membership. It's actually a fee,
Okay.
because membership was thrown everybody for a loop, nobody's gonna join anything.
Mm-hmm.
The $185 to see Plymouth allows them to take all their advertising and bring it to Plymouth, and they will, what do you call it? They'll distribute it. I'll put it in with
It's
their
publicity, really, like
publicity,
a wider,
their publicity.
getting the word out in a
Okay.
wider way.
Cape Cod Regional Chamber, the $350, it allows the regional to do the same thing, take care of their advertising.
It's not really a full business membership. It's not a business membership.
Right, no.
Yeah, you have to specify that.
Nonprofit,
The Wareham Week, this allows them to do all these, to do the banners on their online, and
Promote the events.
pretty much in discounts whenever they do paper ads.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I make the motion to approve the Wareham Land Trust invoices for advertising in the amount of $1,935 contingent on available funding.
Second.
Okay, all in favor of approving the land trust invoices, say aye.
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 All opposed? Abstain? Okay, it passes unanimously.
Much smoother.
Going smoothly.
Excuse me.
Land trust. Dog park. $495.
You're doing a much better job explaining what the money's for.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Making life a
we had
lot
some
easier
trouble
for
in the
us.
beginning, yeah. Okay, I make the motion to approve the dog park invoices, funding in the amount of $495, contingent on available funding.
I'll second that one.
Okay, all in favor?
I had to look at it
Aye.
first now. Thank you.
That's important. Okay, all opposed?
I'm in favor.
Abstained? It passes unanimously.
That's the dog park.
Dog park,
Let's see the dog park. Here it is.
10,000.
$495.
This one here on, it's actually two parades, the Memorial and the Veterans. Their original paper that they sent me was for $8,500, the same as last year. I contacted Max Stanton and asked him if he would send me a different copy to increase their amount.
Mhm.
Because last year they were short somewhere, $498. You'll
Yeah,
see it
this-
under the 1924 award, you go down to the Veterans Parade.
I can't
1924.
find the Veterans Parade.
I mean, they were over by
Line, I know.
498.
It's down here in there, that section.
And it's called
Under the
Veterans.
Coalition.
Coalition?
Under
No, it's
the,
halfway down.
under the BB Coalition.
which says vet parade.
BET parade.
Oh, there it is,
Yeah.
thank you.
They were over by 498. I made a suggestion, what, he said, well, we won't use that. I goes, that's okay, you don't use it. So we increased it $10,000.
Also, I don't believe we paid for Memorial Day ceremonies before. I think the Veterans Day parade was brand new last year for us.
Well, the memorial, yes, see over here in the next column, it says what we paid.
Yeah.
The 812 was for the memorial parade.
Okay, but I'm just saying because we've combined the two here, just make sure we list both.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think originally we were gonna give you 10,000 at one time.
This will be the third year we funded the parade.
No, I brought the parade back last year.
No, because I've been in it 2 years in a row.
You didn't fund it, I don't think, before that.
Yeah, I think we did.
In 23,
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 years.
Really?
Yeah, 23 and 24 we did.
we gave them 10. They used 9,400.
Rob White passed away last year.
Pardon?
Rob White passed away last year.
Yeah.
I promised Bob I'd bring the parade back for him. Okay,
No, but we had it when he was still alive, I think.
yeah, he wasn't able to attend though.
Right. But he
So-
was still alive when we had the first one.
Okay,
So in 24, they only asked for 7,500.
okay, so that's the one this year, last year for the
Yeah.
Veterans Day parade, I took Mark Buford.
I didn't hear
to
anything.
Susan.
I didn't hear anything from anybody. Meaning about that they didn't get their full amount that they put in for.
I don't know on that one.
Good. That's
Yeah,
good.
good, no phone calls.
All right, so it's 10,000 that we're gonna approve.
Which I thought was strange. You know where I got the email to do it? I got it from Judy. I didn't get it
She
from
was on the
Nora.
committee,
Pardon?
she was on the Veterans Day committee.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Nora Bickey, Claire Smith, and Judy.
But is Nora Bickey still on it?
I don't know. I know that Matt Stanton has taken over as chair for her.
But know where the checks go to? They go to Nora Bickey. Look at the address up top.
Yeah, that's Lookout Lane, so she's still involved.
Okay, as long as she's,
So I would hope that they have a 501c3 for this thing.
oh, do they, would you
I
say?
don't know.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They
They
do.
wouldn't have got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
I'm
wouldn't have
just
paid
saying.
them the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So basically, the Wareham Veterans Day Organization, Inc. is listed that address.
See where it says, small American flags, paper poppies, parade giveaways? That, Judy was okay with that last year, and that's Judy, the
Whiteside.
accountant, no. not
Oh,
Whiteside.
thank you.
And on the original request, and they did it last year with these parade giveaways, Judy says no, for the luncheon. She didn't want to pay for that.
That's also,
So that's not on this revised one, this $10,000 request.
well, we'll see it anyways, we get the individual invoices.
Okay, quick question from the newbie. We don't pay for the luncheon?
Pay for what?
The luncheon?
No,
Who does?
the Veterans Committee, they raise money. They have other sponsors.
It's only for veterans, it's not for anyone else.
Right, right, okay.
Didn't Warren pay for it last year?
Danny paid for it last year.
That's what I thought,
Out of the goodness of his heart.
yeah.
Okay, got it,
Yes.
okay.
Okay, I make a motion to approve the funding request for $10,000 for the Veterans Organization contingent on available funding. Kevin?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstain? It passes unanimously. Ooh. So, what's this? Yeah.
There they are.
Advertising. Okay, I make a motion to approve $7,700 request from the Wareham Friends of the Library, or Friends of the Wareham Free Library, contingent on available funding.
Okay.
Kevin.
Second. I'm reading
Okay,
it.
thank
Yep.
you. All in favor, say aye.
We didn't have any
Aye.
discussion about
Aye.
it, no.
Pretty straightforward.
Opposed?
I know, I know.
Abstain? It's unanimous?
I'm with
Passes
you.
unanimously. Thank you.
Okay. That's a good membership number for the Friends of the Aging.
Thank you.
they
Yeah,
got the-
265, yeah,
Council on
great.
Aging.
That whole thing implemented some years ago. It's probably back again.
Yeah,
Does that,
okay. So
Okay, this is the
posted and
Friends,
advertising.
not the council. This is the
Correct.
Friends
Right,
of the
we
council.
can't,
Yes.
right.
Oh,
Because
right,
the
right.
council
It's the Friends of the Wareham
cannot
Council on
raise money
Aging.
Yeah.
as a town
Right.
board.
is that Carol McClure?
McClure.
Yes.
Who's heading that up?
She's the president, yeah,
She's a hard worker. That's awesome.
yeah. Okay, I make a motion to approve, request for funding in the amount of $2,110 from the Friends of the Wareham Council on Aging,
Second.
contingent on available funding. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, abstain, passes unanimously.
Anonymously.
You like that better? No one's gonna ever know who voted to pass it.
That's a malapropism. That's the
Is
word
that
of the
what
day.
it's called? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that?
And-
Damon Wayans had a character and all he did was say that he was a prisoner. It was hilarious, he did it so well. He just spoke in malapropism the whole time.
I
As if he
died
did
to see
inflections,
that.
like he was really making sense. It's hilarious.
I have to make a mental note to find that and watch it again.
Yeah.
Once a day. So are they doing, well, do we even know, are they planning to do everything that they did last year? Are they not doing some event on set?
Fireworks are gone.
Yeah.
Right, yep.
Well, tell me and Sam about it, because we took over from Box 5 back in the day, it was just the two of us. And we didn't have to pay for maintenance to pick up trash or for police protection. And then
Well,
when
fine.
that happened,
Wow, yeah, that's what
Right.
did it, because community events can't pay for that.
yeah,
We actually did for a few years.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
The town
Oh, yeah.
paid for it, yeah.
Yeah, we
They
can't pay
came
for
in.
labor.
And then a couple of years they
Right.
paid the deposit.
It's 10.
Yeah.
And we used to have those little jars at every cash register in town where you could put in money, and we fund the fireworks, and Sam and I and a bunch of our friends would be stationed at different intersections coming into town. So we
Yeah.
would, the bucket,
I remember that.
It
Norma
was-
Bloxon was in front of my house with a can. We used to work with her.
it was fun / incredibly stressful.
Yes, oh, yeah.
John Deacon, I think 4 or 5 years ago, when his wife passed away, gave the Onset Bay Association $25,000 for fireworks. And
Nice.
suggested we break it up into a 5-year span so money will last longer.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
So we're doing the poker run, concert series.
Harvest Moon Festival is a good time.
What's number 3?
Still doing the car show, Alan?
Yeah, we do it for free.
That's
Love
the
it.
fall festival, right?
Yeah.
We're getting the Onset Pier, and we're getting a large area of Onset Ave as well, plus up on the road.
Oh, good.
So we're looking at maybe 500 cars this year.
Nice.
Wow.
The individual the small amounts listed from 550 down to the 250, no, down to the 2,500. That's 9,650.
Okay.
The top figure, the 11,795.
That's what I have.
That,
But we're approving the total 11,795 because that's advertising for everything.
Mm-hmm.
You can list
Yeah.
it as, OBA events for the year, make it easy.
Okay.
Wait, quick question. Anticipated expenses, Wicked Local, $1,100. Wicked Local, to the best of my knowledge, no longer exists. Because I was the Wicked Local girl. I made the Wicked Locals.
where is this?
On the front page,
Oh,
anticipated expenses, Wareham Week,
Oh,
Wicked Local.
I know what she did, she copied from last year.
Oh, she must have copied from
A long time
a
ago.
decade ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't been around for a long time.
Yeah.
If you wanna hold off on this one, let her go back and check her records to see
I'll go
if
back
something
and check.
else.
But she'll probably get found something else. Okay, hold that one out.
Mhm.
She'll be back next week.
Yeah, she's in California.
What did you find?
So on this front page.
Yep.
Where it says anticipated expenses, Wareham Week.
Yep.
And then there's Wicked Local, $1,100.
Yep.
I know for a fact Wicked Local doesn't exist
Yeah.
because I was Wicked Local girl. I made all the Wicked Locals with a team of really great
Wicked
people.
Local is not in existence.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, I cried today it died.
Oh. Okay, so we're not gonna
That
vote on
one,
the
that's the
OBA
one.
then?
Kevin, Mike Rogers said there was something that they advertised with, it's no longer in existence. That might have been it too.
Mhm. Well, the Wareham Courier used to be around. Cry my
Yeah.
tear. I was a reporter and an editor for the Courier back in the day, and that's part of what became Wicked Local.
Yep.
So there's sort of that knee-jerk reflexive thing that I won't go on.
Yeah.
But anyways, it doesn't exist anymore.
Well,
Sandy's on the
let's
was a reporter for
So
years.
delve
we're
into
gonna-
this here.
We're gonna wait on this one and the rest.
Just in case, it might be something else.
Yep, yep.
Either she copied it wrong, or maybe you may have to take it out. It's that simple.
Okay, is that it for the invoices? No more invoices, Linda?
Pardon?
No more invoices?
No more requests, you mean?
I'm sorry, yes.
Okay, so
Yes, let's
we're
get
just
to
doing the
that.
OBA one for
Applications is what we're doing, correct?
Application,
Okay.
yes,
the
yes.
9650.
Oh, do you think we should vote on that now? And just not the?
Oh, do you wanna wait till the whole thing?
I thought that's what we were gonna put the whole thing aside,
Okay, we can put the
Or
whole
we
thing.
could do pending?
because I mean, there's really no hurry,
No,
No,
because
right? We can just wait,
it won't make any
on the whole
difference
thing.
time-wise for her on that.
right,
yeah, we'll wait till. do
Yeah.
that.
Clarification, wait till further clarification.
yes.
That's on hold.
Yep,
Yes,
Reconsider.
okay, let me see, here we go. I have one here for, oh, that's gonna be a long one, so, all right. This is from the Buzzards Bay Coalition. And you know Angie, right?
yeah,
Okay.
Angie is who?
Weldon, she's the Buzzards Bay Coalition events gal.
Okay.
And they've come in for some big figures, and then this one here is just a small one.
Yeah.
This is,
$80 something?
Yeah, 73
yeah,
$29.
$73.29.
Yeah, because a lot of their events.
It's for an item that they
Mm.
essentially,
Yep,
did I
right.
give it to you?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's for the youth program.
But has already
Oh, that's nice.
sent it in, and they know how much it is.
That's a good deal.
That looks legitimate to me.
It is.
Okay, I make the motion that we approve the funding request in the amount of $73.29 from the Buzzards Bay Coalition.
Second.
Pending available funding.
Second.
Sorry,
Forget
I
that
gotta
available
talk
funding.
faster.
All right.
Okay, thank you. All in
When she-
favor, say aye.
Aye.
When she gets her letter, then we'll deal with paying it.
Abstain? Okay, it's
I
unanimous.
just want to make a personal comment, is they had adult sailing lessons that I wanted to take, and then COVID happened, and they haven't come back.
Really?
And I would like to go on the record as saying OBA, or Buzzards Bay Coalition, I would like to see adult sailing
Why
lessons
don't you
come
just
back.
email Angie?
There's her,
Yeah,
there's
I
her
didn't know
phone.
who she was.
Yeah.
There's her
Angie
phone
Weldon.
number right
Okay.
there. Give her a
Yeah,
call.
her
Oh, thank
or-
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
email her.
All right. I've already spoken with
Excuse me.
Marie, and I've told her, you know, what we do, what we don't do.
Oh, geez, this is Marie Salerno,
Yes.
right?
This isn't what we do, I told her.
Wait, what does she want? So,
Well, the event is gonna be happening when they open up the playground across the street, as you know.
Yeah, they have funding.
You can hardly wait.
Don't even go there.
I know. She's directly across the street
Oh
from the
my
pub.
Yeah.
God, what is,
Community
Oh, right.
preservation is funded mostly around here. As far as everything
I told her
goes.
to go see Derek,
Yeah, it's town property.
and,
Bubbles, party, P. Sorry, I'm,
she's having the opening of the playground, and she wants to have like party, and what she was looking for us for is to pay for these two people that they would like to come to do stuff with the kids, and I said,
No,
No,
we
that's
don't do
it.
that.
Wait, where do we see this? Who are the two people?
oh, the two, turn the page,
The bubbles.
From
the
the-
Bubbles, Mr. Bubbles,
Oh,
and,
Party PE, I see. And they're not 501c3s, they're businesses. Is that accurate?
Yes, they're
Okay.
individuals.
It's not, and it's not advertising, which is really what we do.
Mm-hmm.
is that because CORE is part of the town?
Core is not part of it.
No, CORE is a 501c3.
I think we've funded something for CORE before, haven't
Yes,
we?
we did.
Yeah,
But it's still not this is not advertising.
no. I told him, go see Darren.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Mm.
So do we need to vote this down?
So again, more questions. So we, the CEC, can't fund these requests because even though CORE is a 501c3, the funding that they're asking for is for profit businesses, right?
No, it's
No.
for, it's not for advertising.
Not for
it's not the
advertising.
event. It's actually paying for the function of the event. It would be like the Cape Verdean Festival, sending us a bill for the actual running of the event itself,
Or like paying for police
paid for police, fire.
at the fireworks, we don't do that.
Okay, good point. So let me so these two are two performers. Bubbles and Party PE are two performers.
Yeah, it's part of
One
the-
is charging them $800 and one is charging them $500.
And we don't pay for
The
that.
501c3, what did we don't pay for?
Doesn't matter what they're looking
Doesn't matter, we
for.
just don't pay for entertainment.
It's
Got
not
it.
even a 501c issue.
No.
It's the
Okay,
fact of who they are, what we're paying for.
okay.
Yeah, if they wanted to make flyers to put around town advertising this event,
Mhm.
that's something we
They
would
can
pay for.
submit that.
Got it.
But that's not what they're asking for.
Okay.
Okay, so do I have to make a motion to vote this, that we vote this down?
Well,
We
you
deny the
make a
motion.
motion to accept
And then
And
I,
then we
And then
deny it
we-
like we, okay.
vote
Ooh, we
against.
get to say no for changes? That doesn't happen.
And then if there's no second,
Oh, okay.
it
That's right.
So
disappears,
is that what I do? Okay, so,
right? No?
No,
no, it
no,
should,
what do I?
it should go on record denying it, so there's a record of it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
move to deny the application of, right?
Yes.
Is that
That's
it?
what you're doing.
And then you would second that?
Correct.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay, so we're only dealing with one motion then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Okay, so I move to deny the application from Wareham Core for the Lopes Playground opening day expenses.
Entertainment.
Entertainment.
Entertainment,
Entertainment.
okay,
Second,
okay.
Is that how your letter's gonna read?
Then
Yes.
I have to send them a letter.
I can tell just by the look on your
That's
I
the fun
face.
never send a
part.
letter for denial,
Denial.
I don't know, I have to figure that out.
I can help you. I mean, I can write really sweet denial letters if you want that.
You're on.
But we're gonna work
I
on
will
it
take you up
together.
on that. All right, so now so Kevin seconded my motion to deny, so then I say all in favor, and that means
Oh.
everyone who's in favor of denying it, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because of the way the motion.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so all in favor, I'll say it, of denying the request, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All
Aye.
opposed? Abstain? Okay, so the
On the-
request
on
is
the
last-
denied.
I know
On the
what- I know
00,
what-
oh, excuse
I
me,
know
wait.
what that.
Go ahead. No, you asked mine. There's 00, what, the first one is of the 400, if we were gonna do it. That's for accepting. What is the second zero?
Is that
Denying?
the denying or the
And
abstaining?
the fourth one is abstain?
No, first one is voting positive, the second one is voting negative, and
Right.
the third one is abstaining.
Okay,
Abstain.
right,
Well, we all voted in favor of the denial.
Yes,
right.
Okay.
so it's 4-0.
So it's 040.
No, because the
4-0.
motion was not that way, the motion was to deny. If
Right,
you vote yes,
right.
you're voting to deny it. Unless you change your motion, it's to say to approve the application, and then you could vote 0-4-0.
That was my
So Linda, it
initial,
was like a negative motion.
that was my initial idea.
So
So
it's still,
we're voting in favor of
The
the
motion.
negative motion, so
So it's still 4-0.
So yeah,
Yes.
okay.
because the first number is in favor of whatever the motion is.
Now,
Yes, Kevin?
Thank you, Chairperson.
You're welcome.
Previous speaker. In the letter,
Mhm.
if and when you write a letter to them, their last sentence here says, "Our request fulfills the requirements of your grant by promoting events." You may want to make it clear to them that
That's not promoted.
It
we're
doesn't
not
promote.
paying for entertainment, is not promoting. You don't have to, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
that last, they're already
They
assuming.
think
Right.
that it does.
If you want, you could put down promoting means advertising.
Oh,
okay, to
I know
further
she has the
clarify.
guidelines, and I
I know.
explained that to her, and I was surprised to see that line there too.
Exactly. And ask them if they're gonna do any advertising.
And never forget, we're
I
on
did.
TV. At some point, someone may or may not see this. We're not live, just in terms of keeping that in the back of your brain.
Oh, we are live, because it goes on WCTV.
YouTube,
People are eating their dinner watching us.
they're riveted.
But as a-
Actually, they're
as
all
a-
watching my husband at the planning board, if they're
Oh,
watching
that's
that at
even
all.
more exciting.
It is.
For sure.
As a courtesy, and I'm
We
sure
can't
you
hold
do
a
this
candle to the
already,
planning board.
if they're going to do any flyers or
Mhm.
advertising, let them know. We would certainly,
Yeah,
Reconsider.
I can
you
say
know,
that.
reconsider if you decided to advertise.
Yeah. We could also do this on a shared Google Doc, and everybody could contribute their good ideas, and you could sign the final version. I'd be happy to set that up. I don't know ways of setting up shared Google Docs, if that sounds like a good
I
idea.
don't know if anyone else is aware at using them though.
Does everybody have Gmail?
Sure.
No, Linda doesn't.
What do you have?
You do.
Verizon?
Verizon.
Does everybody have what?
Gmail.
I have a Gmail account.
I'll look into it. It may be that you could still participate, so I won't overpromise till I know exactly who can participate in a Google Doc.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sure.
On the current financial status, did you have the dollar amount that we had? I don't think we ever.
On this here?
Are we done with the applications?
Not the applications, on our actual financial.
Oh, yeah, what did
I
I
think we
write?
forgot that. The actual money we have in our bank, if you wanna call it.
Under that current financial status
Yeah.
line item?
Yes,
You mean this here?
yeah.
That they told me that was it.
I don't think we ever said the number.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It was 122,751.88.
Yeah, that should go into the minutes.
Sorry, 122,000, I'm bad with numbers.
Yeah, it's right on the sheet there.
Do you know if we received,
122,751. Last
There it
day.
is, okay.
Yes.
have we received our 45,000 complete for fiscal year 2025?
If you know how to read it, tell me where it is.
No, these
Oh,
accounting
these
sheets.
Yeah. Has she finalized her year?
And this is to fulfill, this is the state needs to know this?
This?
Yeah.
No.
No, this
This
comes
is
from you.
internal for the auditors.
Oh, from our
Your
accounting?
accounting, yes,
Okay.
your
The
accounting.
county and also the auditors. Looks to me as
See
if-
where it says, yeah. It comes down to about six,
Yeah, right here.
and a figure. That's because at the time, their application, the 401C didn't, 501C, whatever it is, didn't get in
Mm-hmm,
time.
mm-hmm,
So because it was under six, they gave it to her.
mm-hmm. Excuse me.
The only large credit here is the 29,000 something.
Well, I'm looking here, we have revenue of $4,600, just rounded up. We have revenue of $610, and then twice it looks like. Then we have 12,219, 694, 15,700 rounded off, 1,052, and 989 again.
I don't
If you look at
understand.
the column that says debit,
Yeah, well, why
That's
is
revenue.
revenue under debit?
because it's a
That
debit,
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Is it
that's-
debit against what?
you have cash, you have debit, you have debit and a credit in your cash account. You put money into the account, it's a debit. You
Mhm.
take money out of the account, it's a credit.
It's backwards when
Yeah.
we think of
Yeah,
our own
well,
checkbook.
okay, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, because when you look at it, you got debit and credit.
I know, but it's not
Credit means
what
you're
I,
taking it out,
yeah,
so
that
you're
doesn't
paying
make
a
any,
bill.
that doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-mm.
So what you do in your checking account?
It goes under debit when you take it out.
No, not in the accounting world
Oh,
for business. No.
okay.
Well, I'm obviously not in the accounting world for business, cause I consider it a debit when I take something out.
Mhm.
Use my
And I
debit card.
I get a credit when I return my dress barn tops.
Right, exactly,
Mhm.
yes.
That's mine.
Or it's under the deposit column in your checking account, that's a credit, not a
Yeah.
debit,
Right.
Yeah, that's from the bank,
whatever.
because the bank is opposite.
So do I have
Okay,
to
get it.
call Marie
Okay.
Greg, or, I mean, write to her, can I call her and tell her this?
No, you should write it, so
Just put it in the
it's-
letter.
it's because therefore there's a letter.
Okay,
Call her, she can say she never got it or
Yeah,
whatever.
when
Okay.
it becomes formal.
I
Is there
think-
an
I think I
address
get
on
it.
that?
yes, I think so. Actually, maybe not, maybe there's a, yeah, there's the PO Box 839, that would be hers,
That's what it's for today.
yes, okay.
And now everybody has to get their calendars out.
Oh, are we at
The
that point?
April
Yes, we
meeting
can.
I'm ready
is
for Myrtle
town
Beach.
meeting.
I should have brought my calendar.
I hope we have done that. It's, Myrtle Beach the last couple of years has been really difficult. A lot of issues, like
April.
too many people.
So the
Yeah,
town
these
meeting
past
is
couple of
conflicts
weeks
with
have
our
been
next
busy,
meeting.
but
Yeah, 28th.
we're leaving Friday. We're going to DC for 4 days.
Yeah, you probably miss most of the motorcycle clubs and everything
Yeah,
else.
we're going to DC for 4 days,
Oh, when?
Friday.
Oh, nice.
Cherry
Is it
Blossom
cherry
Festival.
blossom time there?
Oh, yeah, it's really pretty there that time of
Yeah.
year.
Doing
Okay.
National Harbor on Sunday.
What's National Harbor?
It's down near, it's on the harbor, on the Potomac.
Yeah.
And it's a big, restaurants, mall, I mean, it's a huge, big boardwalk.
Wow, that went in since
And
I
they're
last
having
went
a
there.
Japanese festival that day, just Sunday afternoon. So we're doing the Holocaust Museum in the morning and then,
The Holocaust Museum is pretty impressive,
it's, yeah.
to say the least.
Well, we can't do the Monday before because that's Patriots Day.
Oh, we're doing that.
So is there any other day that, should we do another day that week of the 28th, you think?
28th is town meeting.
So,
Yeah, that's why we have to move it. But then we go into
If you go into the
May.
21st,
so
it's,
town meeting.
21st is
yeah.
Patriots Day, so we can't do that. Do it on
Can't we
Patriots
meet
Day.
during the week here
Sure.
at all?
Yeah, we
Like
can.
Tuesday or Wednesday?
Yeah, like maybe that last week of April, a different night
How about
instead of.
April? We
instead-
can either do April or we can do May 1st.
What about April 29th?
That would be
The
okay.
problem could be that if town meeting went more than one day.
And
I
then in
don't
May,
think.
May 26th is Memorial Day.
Oh,
Yeah.
so we're gonna have to move that too. I
Yeah.
might not, I might be going to Arizona in May too, so.
How about,
No,
no,
it's
that's
great.
the first.
Good for you.
Sorry.
You need to teach our ospreys how to make
No,
nests.
services.
I
Sorry, I
don't
should put on
think
some.
we have any conflict on the 1st.
Can't get enough ospreys and
Thursday.
trips.
Or, yeah, we could do that. I don't have a conflict. How about April 24th? Did we all have conflicts, or most of us have conflicts the week of the 21st? On the Thursday, May 20,
I could
April
do-
24th?
I could do April 24th.
That would be
Me
okay
too.
with me.
Can you do the 24th?
Oh, yeah.
It's a Thursday night.
I could do it.
We need to let WCTV or Wareham Media, let them know.
Correct.
They'll have to-
We're moving our meeting, our next meeting to Thursday, April 24th. So noted. Thank you.
So 6 o'clock, CBC.
And I'll move that right now. Oops.
6 to 7.
Okay, is there any new business
No.
that,
My comment is that when we discussed the,
Yeah,
the minutes and everything else for open
Oh, I'm
meeting,
sorry.
we should have put it there.
Should have put it where? Under new business?
Yeah.
Okay. So noted.
what, the
That we had our
They-
discussion about the new format for the agenda and the minutes way too early in the meeting.
Oh, okay,
And it totally was. We should have had it
You don't want that?
under new business.
No,
okay.
Okay. It's a secret now.
I have a photographic memory, it's okay.
Please.
You don't wanna know about it.
Okay, so if there's no new business, then,
Well, I only have one
You have one.
oh, go ahead.
thing.
Yes.
So, the original Oyster Festival is canceled, new festival
Oh,
is
yeah, I
coming.
read about
In
that.
Bessie Park.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
Danny Warren's daughter,
Okay.
Yeah.
getting it
Mhm.
going.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's, so it's gonna
Anybody
be,
know anything about them? Are they a 501c?
I know
Are
a
they-
lot about them.
Yes, she is, she
So does
runs
he.
this stroll and sip, yeah, I
Sip
think
and
in
stroll.
Yes,
Middleborough. and-
Middleborough
She's
and
done it quite a bit, and also
and
another town.
Kingston, I think.
Kingston. The.
Nothing to do with Wareham. Yeah, no.
You can't do it that way because Gatra, I called to get bus service, because we don't have to bus people in, because there won't be enough parking, because they're using Bessie Park. And she's got between 75 and 100 vendors,
Yeah,
so that will completely wipe out everything in that whole area. So the
yeah, but they're
Gatra,
not putting vendors in that parking lot. The public parking lot, no.
They're putting it in
there's
Danny
nothing-
Warren's parking
there's
lot.
nothing to Bessie Park except a parking lot, right?
Well, and the green.
No, across the street is a public parking. lot.
Right,
yeah, that
that's
belongs to the
parking.
hospital, which
That
leases it to
belongs to
the
the
town.
hospital.
Not anymore,
Okay.
they lease it to the town.
Yeah, probably gonna, the entertainment gonna be under the thing at Danny's.
Yeah, there's a lot of parking
Danny's is
lot
gonna be
there, but
closed that
everything's
day.
probably gonna be there.
The
Right.
restaurant, they're
Set up.
closing it that
Yeah, but
day.
he'll probably let her use
Mm.
that.
I know, you'd have to go to their meetings and this.
I'm just wondering if anybody knows if they're eligible for advertising under 501c.
No, they're not.
Okay. So I
I'm,
just wanted
I'm
to-
very intimately involved in this whole process as a member of the select board. And it is gonna be, I think, awesome, no diss on the oyster festivals of the past, which were also incredibly awesome, but the oyster festival people in charge are not doing it this year.
I know that.
Okay, so this has been replaced, and this is Danny Warren's daughter.
I know
So
that.
when you say nothing to do with Wareham,
Right.
there is sort of.
Oh,
But
yeah, no,
also,
yeah.
the Wareham, the newly upcoming, potentially relaunched Wareham Business Association is heavily involved in this as well.
Oh,
And they are gonna make every effort to make sure that Wareham businesses are involved. And it's a still in progress thing with the Wareham Business Association, but we are meeting every other Monday. And we have a calendar that includes
3 of us.
and
3 events, and there's one in midsummer called the Wareham Business Association Midsummer Market, which will be exclusively focused on Wareham businesses.
Okay.
So hopefully this summer, there's gonna be a lot of, at
And the
least 3
W-
very
The
cool.
WBA, they're a 501c?
We're brand new, and I believe at our next meeting, we will be.
Okay.
The
The,
paperwork is being taken care of.
Then they can come to us.
They probably will,
That's my point.
yeah,
Yeah.
Somehow,
yeah.
Yeah,
if we
Oh,
can
Linda,
help-
you were at the meeting.
So they're not closing Main Street?
No,
No.
oh,
no.
Good.
Are you gonna come to our next meeting?
They probably gonna
Maybe.
close Lower Main Street,
Well, they-
Kevin.
Go ahead.
They're probably gonna have to close Lower Main Street.
Who is? What's
Oh, all
what's
right.
Lower Main Street?
That's when you have the turn to go in, is if you're gonna go to Zeckler.
Oh, the lower Main Street.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
they are closing that, we voted on that.
oh, yeah,
So
that makes
just,
sense.
Yeah, yeah.
But not Main from Church
No,
to the Narrows.
can't,
No.
because you have to have access to the emergency room in the hospital.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Now, don't you already have a president?
Mhm. Kendall Peabody,
He owns Goat.
Lucky goat.
Oh, he owns the goat?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. Now,
Are you a business owner?
I'm not.
Okay, you
So-
can still join as a supportive citizen.
Yep.
Yeah,
You'll probably come under the real estate.
Yeah,
yep.
yeah, just
He's
as
part
a,
of Jack Conway.
yeah,
Oh, right, of course. Duh. So is Sam, okay.
just as an.
That's how I met you.
Yes, this is true.
Information to do a 501c3, because you have to do it for the government, and everything else could take 4 or 5 months depending on the process. But they just did 2. They don't have, doesn't just come automatic. You can get a number assigned to you, but you don't become an official 501 till you fill out the forms, send it in, and it's usually $400 to $500 if you use a lawyer.
Well, that's not gonna be what's gonna happen with us, because we've all thought about that and talked about that, so,
Yeah.
I mean, this is absolutely true, but it's not gonna
I
happen
just
for
knew
us.
this was coming up,
Mhm.
and I just thought I'd throw it out there.
Yeah.
I was sure that Alan would know
Yeah.
a lot about it, I wasn't sure how much you would know about it,
Mhm.
because I don't know as you as well.
Once they issue a number, isn't
No,
that,
that's no, when you have a 501c3, you have to list your president, treasurer, et cetera,
Which we have all of those.
saying that nobody's getting paid and everything else. You have to submit it to the federal government, and then it comes back. It doesn't come back in a day or two, it takes a while.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And that
So you're not-
pilot has
you're
been
not
closed.
you ever got a politician to walk it?
No, you can't.
We're in the nascent phase yet, of our next meeting, come to our next meeting, and all your questions will be answered.
Yeah.
And
You
it
can't-
costs
you can't
that
play
much?
games.
It
And that
costs-
department has been shut down by Doge, so I
We don't
doubt if
use
they're
it
even
where?
gonna be.
Better make sure you do it right.
And then there's, don't forget, the
Yeah.
Wareham Cultural Committee, who also has grants available for various things. I'm not
Um,
entirely
yes.
sure what.
Are we,
Now, Judy has been talking to me about
We
that,
good?
about the
Well,
cultural,
You're
to
the
get
one
the
that had
people who come
new business,
apply
so are
there
we done talking
to come
about
to
that
us.
new
Yes,
business that you
yeah.
brought up?
Yeah, we
Okay.
probably have to adjourn yet.
All right, yeah, okay.
Not
All
their
right, so
agenda.
if we finish with new business, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
second?
You don't have
All
to
in
vote on it, it's
favor?
on that.
We don't have to?
Oh, that's
Okay,
right,
great.
there's no debate. No, wait, there's no debate, but you do have to vote. All right,
No.
I will bow to
It's-
you.
It's not, it's.
Let's
it's
vote
a non-
anyhow.
It's a non-discussion type of thing.
Right,
But you need a motion and a second,
Yeah, that's
then
it.
no.
and then we all vote yes.
It's not even on the agenda.
Anonymously, we can't get in trouble that way.
Yeah, there's no adjourn there, is there?
It's not on the agenda.
We're
You could go
gonna
home.
be meeting indefinitely for the rest of our lives, probably afterwards.